Okay, this one I'm just going to throw in at don't know where. These tyres, as you can see, have the blue trace, and that means directly behind it is white wall. These are for my baby, going on Tuesday to take these tyres, 1, 2, 3, and there's one over there somewhere, 4, and there's also the spare there, and hopefully it's not too dark. Let's see. Down there is the spare wheel. I had it blasted and powder coated in the shiniest silver they could find. They apologised because it wasn't perfect. I said I don't care, it's a spare. That's why I bought the cheapest ass tyre I could find and an inner tube, and that's what's going to go in the spare. And also, as I know I've mentioned it before, it's a different size. The one's going on the car are 205s, this one's a 185. And the other one is over there, that's the other 205. And the different tread patterns and all that, I don't give a shit, it's a spare. Why would I spend a fortune? I'm not entering it in shows. I'm not going to spend a fortune on a wire wheel at, oh Christ, $500 or whatever it was, and another God knows what on the tyre. Forget it. It's probably going to cost me a fortune getting these damn things fitted. So anyway, just wanted to add that. Oh, look at my MKII, she's so dirty and neglected. I promise I'll get back to you, baby. The Mark II now is up in the air, and this is, you know, I dance all over the place, and well, guess what? I hope you enjoy it. I mean, you can see in the back here I got all sorts of goodies to fit. The heater box, of course, a little dusty, but we'll clean that up. The alternator that I've got, which was on an eBay find, going to make up brackets for that. The centre dash, I've just got the new deep chrome piece for that. Oh, and by the way, with that, I don't need the switch or the bit behind it. You know, I don't need the knob and the bit behind it, but I had to buy it all as one unit, which is a fair comment from the guy that was selling it to me. Let's face it, you know, he didn't just want to sell me the chrome ring. So if anybody out there needs the switch mechanism behind and the knob on the front here, which I think I'm getting as well, let me know. But do understand, it's not like mine, it's not the one with the fog. So I'll just say O, S and H. All right, so, sorry, the storm's brewing up outside. And what else we got? Well, this, I think you've seen, this is from my spinners of my new spinners that's going on. And, oh yes, oh sorry, I hope that didn't make you sick when I spun you around. This is the cord I've bought. I think it has 150 pound braking strain. If trying to get this seal on causes me more than 150 pounds, I'm probably going to be pooping in my pants anyway. So that's the plan. The cord is in there. My next video, not this one, my next video will show me fitting the bumper. Actually, I may not show you me fitting the bumper, you've seen that once already. Get it in place and then doing the trick. We'll see how that goes. Okay, that's it for the moment. Oh dear, look at my poor little carburetors. Very sad. I've just ordered 2 new K&N filters for this. They weren't cheap, but K&N is great. And as I mentioned before about the size, I want to warn you people too. I got this on eBay, A103. It's, you know, cheap Chinese crap. And the guy, I'm not going to say who it was, but anyway, the guy had a picture of 2 of these. in his picture. One was the front, one was the back. So I, wrongly, maybe, assumed that, hey, shit, I'm getting 2 of these for the price he asked. That's a fucking bargain. And the shipping, you know, which wasn't cheap, but I figured, okay, you know, that thing's not worth a lot anyway, it's cheap Chinese crap, and ordered them. Do note. But of course, in the description, he'd only listed 1. Now, I have no way of proving what he did, but on eBay, you are meant to get what you see in the photograph. In the photograph was 2 filters. One from a front view, one from a back view. And that was a single photograph. So I complained to eBay, and they came down on my side. Fortunately, because I was not given what was in the photograph. Yes, description said 1, but photograph said 2. In the end of the day, I said, okay, you know, tell the guy to send me a label and I'll ship the pieces of shit back to him. But, well, I haven't received that label, so he ain't getting it back. I don't want the fucking thing. Especially as I've ordered some decent ones from K&N. Well, not from K&N. Let's rephrase. I ordered it from Moss, and it's made by K&N. That's because I want it right. I was quite happy to do these, in all honesty, because I wanted to do those and put K&N filters in them. But this particular person, he started to get a little bit nasty. Not outwardly nasty, but, you know, read the description, and you could hear the attitude in the comment. So be warned, anybody selling these from the UK, you can't trust them. Sad but true. Sorry, there's a bit of a storm going on out there. All right, going to shut this off now. I'll maybe even push this one out. Let's see. All right, I know we've been here before. And even my friend on Haggard, he says, sometimes you have to do things twice. You put something on, you have to take it off. Well, the reason why I'm taking it off, as you are all well aware, is because of this rubber seal. Now, you can see here I have the cord, thread, string, whatever you want to call it, there. And yes, I'm using my usual loop method so that I can just go whoosh, and it undoes. And we are pretty close now. So let's get this dangling where it should do. We'll flip this one, because that's how it should be. As I've mentioned in previous video, I may have to put some spacers in there. My main concern is to get this seal where it should be by pulling on that. We'll see how that goes. I will show you me doing it. Unfortunately, it does mean the seal kind of doesn't sit there, but hey, what can you do? I mean, I could chop the seal there. I don't know. Should I? Give me some thoughts, guys. Should I cut the seal there so that it sits down flat? It's going to be a kind of a strange cut, but I guess I can do it. I guess I can do most things, but some of them are illegal. Ho, 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 he said that out loud. Hang on, I'm just trying to pull my string. Here's my string. My string, my rope, my cord. And I've tucked it in there. So let's get the bumper in position. Yeah, you know the line. I'm not even going to say it because it's an imposition. And see how many of these bolty, nutty, bolty butts I can get to line up. Turn that one in the right direction. And the same here, nothing like being in the right direction. Is that a band? Wrong direction, right direction? Guess they were homosexual, so it was wrong direction. Okay, let's get this shit done. Back in a second. Oh look, I've got a hairy light. What? You say a hairy light? How did you get a hairy light? Because this cheap ass piece of rope here sheds like crazy. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Right, get this fucking thing done, will you, and stop pissing around. And so, when I undone these nuts, I took them off and I put them there, didn't I? And they're not there. All right, I've got one bolt on. And you got to watch this rubber seal. Look at it. I mean, I only stuck it on the inside. I am sincerely hoping that when I pull this cord and pull the lip up, it makes it sit down nicely. If it does not, you can bet your life I'm going to be gluing that motherfucker. And again, as I've mentioned before, this bumper is not in the best of condition. It's going to have to wait. And there's somebody wants to send me whatever it would cost to rechrome my bumpers. And I also believe in the tooth fairy. Now this little clip is leaning out a bit. And this one is leaning up, but do note this one has to come down, and then we might have to persuade it to go in a bit. Got to get the, hang on, let me get my light so you can see what the fuck I'm prattling on about. I've got to get these lined up, huh? With spacers. I mean, look at the gap there. Look at that gap. Shit. Must admit, I was not expecting there to be a gap. I don't know, in all honesty. I don't see any way I can push that in. So I'm going to have to put spacers on there. I mean, this bumper, it's going to fight me. I can tell you that now. Now, I can loosen this bracket. I can spin this bracket up the other way, which makes it line up a little better, as you can see. Don't forget, the hole is drilled off. And I'll get close. I still do not see. Hang on, let me try. I mean, I can push it in a bit, but I think I'm going to measure that gap and then go like 1/8 of an inch under, just so it pulls it in a bit. And then up here, it will look a little neat. I'm sorry, I'm very close to the camera there. It will look a little neater. That is my thought. And also, whilst fucking around like this, okay, that one's got to go in a bit more. My plan is I'm going to spray all the way along here once I've got it in position with WD forward, and then hopefully that will bring the edge up to up against the paintwork. But I will be removing the tape before I do it. In fact, I'm going to be removing the tape soon because I want to get the tape out of the way so that the rubber seal here pushes up against it. And then in places, obviously, it will snick it. So I don't want that. I want it like this. Then the rubber seal can go like that. And then I can put it. Yes, I can be a chicken. Come on, pay attention. Yeah, and this one's upside down as well. See there? Slightly off. All right. I know you guys are having fun laughing at me. Hey, it's what I do. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't, oh well, too bad. Oh my, was it? Oh dear, oh my, how sad. And as I said, if any of you want to send me lots of money so I can get my bumpers re-chromed, I really would appreciate it. My plan, believe it or not, and this is a bucket list item. Once this car is finished and I'm confident with its drivability, I will contact Jay Leno and see if he would like me to bring my car to him. It's a long way down the road, but it's a plan. Okay, so on this side, on this particular mount. I can get the bottom nut on. I can get the top nut on because there's a nice cutout here. On this side, they're in a different angle. Damn it! You see, they've got them in that angle rather than the other way around. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can demonstrate what I'm prattling on about. So I'm just trying to get the light in. So you've got the nut here and the mount is angled that way. Well, of course, on the other side, it gives you this gap here to get your hand up. I can get my hand up here, but I can't reach where the nut is. So what I'm going to have to do on this side is undo the big nut here, this one, and mount the bracket, mount. Going to mount the mount, and then put the big nut in. That's the only way I can see to do it. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying it's the only way, but that's what I'm going to do. Oh.